Hello and welcome. You're watching Mirror Now. I'm Archana Solanki. We start this broadcast with some breaking inputs coming in from Andhra Pradesh. And big news coming in from Andhra Pradesh, where the entire cabinet has resigned. The cabinet stands dissolved after completing the final cabinet meeting. All 23 ministers have submitted their resignation letters to Chief Minister Jagan Reddy at the Secretariat. New ministers will take oath on April 11th. All right, for more on this, I'm joined by Shamit on the broadcast. Shamit, thank you for joining us. This development is taking place on expected lines. Remember, in 2021, this was supposed to happen, but due to COVID, the cabinet overhaul was postponed to 2022. For the benefit of our viewers, could you help us understand the key reasons why the entire cabinet of Andhra Pradesh has resigned?
Clearly pre-planned by the Chief Minister. Even while forming the government, he has clearly said that after due time, like around after 2.5 years from the formation of the government, all the ministers will resign, and finally that time has come. And today, since yesterday, we were actually tracking this story, and we had the information that all the ministers will resign, and only around 4 to 5 ministers will retain their post in the new cabinet. And finally, after final cabinet meeting today held at the Secretariat, headed by the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. Finally, after this cabinet meeting, all the ministers, 24 ministers have submitted their resignation letters to the Chief Minister. And even yesterday, Chief Minister went to Governor's residence and camp office to hand over the final list of mainly the ministers who will be resigning. And after that, today the resignation letters have were handed over to the Chief Minister, and Chief Minister will hand over those resignation letters to the governor. And we are also hearing that the other list, which is final list, we can say, is also ready. Who in which it is included that 19 to 20 are the new names, and around 4 to 5 are old names. The ministers, the PMLAs who are holding ministry post to retain their post, and other will be others around 19 to 20 will be new faces. We can see those faces on 11th of April. However, we are hearing that everything will be done by tomorrow, and on 9th or 10th, final list will be released, and on 11th, all the ministers will be sworn in.
All right, Sramika, please stay on with us. I'm also joined by Gopi Dara, who's assistant editor of the Times of India. Gopi, thank you for making time and speaking to Mirror Now. What we understand is that this development is taking place on expected lines. This massive cabinet makeover was expected to take place in 2021, but due to COVID, this was, of course, delayed and postponed. For the benefit of our viewers, could you help us understand, because whenever there is a cabinet overhaul, whenever there is a cabinet rejig, there are a lot of expectations, both of the politicians and the people of the state. What would be the immediate priorities of the Jagan Reddy government, the new cabinet, whenever they take oath this time around?
Like the national parties, he heads a regional party, his own party, and he has his own priorities. As his first cabinet was seen, his priorities are mostly the caste and gender equality, because he had all the castes and all the women were given 3 seats in the last cabinet. Likewise, he is going to have his cabinet ensuring gender and the caste equality. That will be seen only in 11th or just a day before that, when the list goes to the Raj Bhawan for clearance. So, but the priorities, he has been doing the exercise of forming a new cabinet for the last 2-3 months, and he has taken all the caste into consideration. Women, of course, he has his own candidates for that. That has already been finalized, but he was very seriously and critically looking at the caste equations, and that took him a lot of time, and he finally came up, and it is for these caste equations he is going to retain 4 to 5 ministers from the existing cabinet. So they will get the new portfolios maybe, but he is going to retain them. But some castes, some castes which have at least one MLA and they don't have an alternative, but still there are large number of people in the population wise and voters wise. So he is considering giving such people a second option for that.
Right.
That is the reason.
Okay,
Yes.
Mr. Gopi, one thing you could also help us understand that a lot of these developments are taking place keeping in mind the 2024 general elections. How do you see this development align with the parties in the state's 2024 policy? How are they trying to make their presence felt as far as the very crucial general elections are concerned?
The political parties start the electioneering in the last year of 12 months before they go for the elections. But in this case, Andhra Pradesh, they have already ruling party, Jagan Reddy, had started the electioneering 2 years ahead of it. The formation of a new cabinet already indicates that. And those who have served in the cabinet till now will be posted to the party. They will be working in the party level. That is one thing. And Jagan Reddy himself has started, he is meeting the people, visiting districts, and wherever he is addressing the people, he is speaking, he is targeting the rivals, opposition party and a section of the media also. So
Okay.
that way he is already ahead of electioneering, election campaign ahead of other parties, opposition parties. So he has already taken the state into election mode already, 2 years ahead of the election.
All right, the party is in election mode already. Thank you so much, Mr. Gopidara and Shamit, for joining us on the broadcast. The big news coming in from Andhra Pradesh is all 23 ministers of the cabinet have resigned. They've tendered their resignation to the chief minister. Remember, this is happening on expected lines. This overhaul was expected. An announcement was made by the chief minister in 2019 that in 2021 a makeover will take place. However, due to COVID, these developments were delayed.